What's up guys, Guernsey Gooner here, bringing you another episode of our Manager Mode series for Arsenal in FIFA 14. So in the last video we managed to get ourselves a couple more wins in the Premier League, and we've also started our January transfer business with the signing of Paul Pogba. So in this video we're still going to carry on making additions to our squad where we can, and also the next matchup we have is our first match in the FA Cup against Bolton Wanderers. So I'm just going to go into the transfers here. I've had a recommendation from one of you guys to look at Manuel Lanzini, who is a central midfielder. So I'm just going to search for him here. Okay, so there he is there, Manuel Lanzini. He's a central attacking midfielder. So could be a potential long-term replacement for Thomas Rosicky. I'm a huge fan of Thomas Rosicky. I think he's a great player, but the reality is he is now 33. He's probably only got another season or two at most, so this could be a potential long-term replacement. I'm going to send our scout here, Jack Sweeney, to scout him. I don't expect him to have amazing stats right now because he's still young. He'll be a prospect, so I'll just get him to have a look to see what kind of like his strong areas are, and then we'll go in with a bid once we have a bit more information on him. Okay, so looking at the team, we also maybe, I mentioned before, looking to sign another centre back because we have four really strong centre backs. We have Sanya as well, so maybe looking to add that one extra defender, but that's not hugely important right now. We'll see how much is Lanzini and if we can get any more business in, because at the moment, you'll see here we only have 5.6 million left following our deal for Pogba. So Lanzini is probably going to cost around that. So we're not going to really have any money left to do any more transfers unless we can sell a couple of players. So to simulate up here a couple of days, had a few emails in here. Serge Gnabry, his contract offer has been declined. I've reviewed the contract offer and not willing to accept the terms offered because I would like a greater squad role at the club. I'm disappointed in his offer but willing to continue negotiating as I feel it's only a matter of time before we agree on a new deal. So if you remember, he came to us and asked if we could maybe have a look at his contract and maybe reconsider it. So that's fine. What we'll do here, he was obviously a future first team player for us, so maybe he wants to be, more involved in the squad, which is absolutely fine. He's played a couple of games for us this year, and he's done very well in the games he has played. So we'll give him a little bit more money there. We'll give him a big incentive on the if he's ever scores as well, and we'll have him as a squad rotation, because we do rotate it, and he'll get the games, like the cup games, so he'll probably play in this upcoming FA Cup game. Definitely. Was there anyone else we needed to re-sign? There was Miachi as well. He still hasn't re-signed. Of all these here with me, he's not interested in Park. Diaby I want to try and sell, so I might re-sign him if we can re-sign him for the same amount for another year, because I don't want to really let him go for free. These guys here, they're all fine. So Miachi, see, he wants a lot of money. He's very quick, but the reality is, I don't want to pay 40,000 for someone who's, well, to be honest, maybe my sixth choice winger, because I've got Walcott, Cazorla, Bakali, Chamberlain, Gnabry. So Miachi's down in sixth place, and I just don't want to pay 45,000 for him, so we might actually have to let him go. He's a good player, I do like him, and I hope he succeeds at Arsenal, but I can't really justify that amount of money for him, so I think we're going to have to let Miachi go, unfortunately. And Boateng, we will not re-sign. Okay, so there's one more email in here, so let's go to it here, and there is a transfer offer for Chesney. Like I said, we're not going to be accepting any offers for Szczesny, because I think he's a good keeper, and he's only a 79 overall at the moment, but I think he will get a lot better as he continues to basically be our first choice keeper. And I can't really think of anyone else that we're going to be able to sign on a good deal anyway. So the scouting report here finished on this central midfielder we looked at. He was okay, but if I recall, yeah, he was 26 years old, so the opinion was he wasn't going to get a whole load better, which is why I went for Pogba. Okay, so we'll advance up a couple more days here, and it looks like we've got ourselves our FA Cup match against Bolton Wanderers. So yeah, first game, and like I said, I will do the squad rotation here, give our left kind of fringe players, as it were, a chance to shine. That's what I'm going to use both Capital One Cups I have been, and also the FA Cup for. So I'll make some changes here. Okay, so here we go. We've gone with Fabianski, Jenkinson, Woolsey, Sanyo at the back, Gnabry, Wilshere, Flamini, Bakali, Vazicki all in midfield, and Rodriguez and Giroud up top. So let's get this game started now and see if we can kick off our FA Cup campaign. Okay, so here we go. It's our first match in the FA Cup, which will be round 3 at the Emirates Stadium. So good to get a home draw here, and also Bolton Wanderers, a lower league opposition. We should be looking to get ourselves a win here. That's a great ball through to Rodriguez. Oh, and he's put it just wide. Great early chance there for Arsenal. And he just couldn't get his foot around it in the near post. Gnabry's giving it away here. Oh, and he's snuck through. Oh, he's at the post. And Fabianski able to collect. Warning for Arsenal there. Sanyo. He's put Vazicki through here. Vazicki. Oh, that's a terrible shot. Just dragged it wide. So there we go, that is half time. A couple of early chances there for Arsenal, but failing to hit the target on both occasions. Bolton themselves had a couple of sort of half chances around our area, but not too much at the moment. Just not really been able to get going. Passing's been poor, and as a result, just not able to fathom any real chances on goal, with the exception of the one for Vazicki and for Rodriguez, and as you can see, they were both missed. Very disappointing. In charge of the possession at the moment, but not really doing, like I said, just not really doing a whole load with it at the moment. When it comes to that final third, unable to find that killer pass. Just needs to do better in the second half. Oh, and that somehow got all the way to Flamini! And he has finished that. I don't know how that ball got to Flamini, but once it did, he was never going to pass up that opportunity. So it's cut from Giroud, it's missed Rodriguez. Defender didn't react, and Flamini buries it for 1-0. What is the keeper doing? And Giroud has got a simple tap in. I don't know what the keeper's doing there. We've had 2 gifts so far. I was just saying moments ago that Giroud's not the quickest to run onto the ball. And as the ball's passed back to the keeper, I don't know what he's doing. And Giroud's able to get in there and score Arsenal's second. Flamini to Giroud. Rodriguez. Rodriguez has turned. The shot deflected, and Giroud's buried the rebound. But unfortunately, he's in an offside position when the ball is struck, so that will not count. Just going into the final 20 minutes here, make a couple of substitutions, bring off the players that may be suffering a little. I'll keep Gnabry and Bakali on because they're not going to be... actually, I think we've got another cup game, so I will bring them off just to keep them fresh. And who else there is looking... Giroud's looking a bit tired, so I will also bring him off for Sal. So there we go. 3 changes there just to keep fresh legs on the pitch. And there's confirmations. Chamberlain, Podolski, Sal for Giroud, Bakali, Gnabry. To Rodriguez. He's turned the defender. He's gone for goal and the keeper's tipped it over. Vazicki with the corner. He's gone in towards Rodriguez. And Unfortunately, no real power on the header, and it's easy to save by Bogdan. Rodriguez. Through the middle towards Sal. He's through on goal. Surely this time. Sal. Oh, he's hit it straight at Bogdan. Really should have been a third there for Arsenal. But unable to place in the corner, and Bogdan makes a save. Rosicky with the corner. In towards Podolski. Oh, a save from the keeper. Flamini keeps it alive. Chamberlain. Jenkinson. Podolski on his left foot. It's blocked. Flamini keeps it alive again. Crossing towards Podolski. Oh, great save by Bogdan. Arsenal really looking just to kill it off with his third goal here. Pressure really telling. Rosicky with the other corner. And the ball's dropped. Oh, and it's cleared. And it's far south, but that is full time. So Arsenal maybe given a couple of lucky goals in that game, but definitely the better team. And we've been able to progress to the fourth round of the FA Cup. Goals from Flamini and Giroud making a difference. Bolton never really had any chances. We controlled the possession. As you can see, they had no extra shots in that second half. We had 9 extra shots with 6 on target. So really piling on the pressure in that second half. And 61% possession tells the story. We were in control. Goals a bit fortunate, but definitely deserve a win and into the fourth round of the FA Cup. Okay, there we go. So there's a contract there from Serge Gnabry. He's accepted it. I've discussed your contract with my agent and we've both agreed that it meets our demands. I'm happy to be renewing my contract and make sure to prove to you that it was the right decision. So that's good. We've got Gnabry signed up for us now for another... well, he had a year. He had 18 months remaining, but we signed an additional 2 years now, so we've got him for 3 years. So that is good. And also, what I was thinking of doing is, just so we don't waste too much time scouting this Lanzini player, I want to make sure that their idea of valuation for him doesn't exceed our budget. Because if he's like a 12-13 million pound player, then we won't be able to sign him. I doubt it because he is still quite young. I would imagine around like kind of the 5 to 7 million range would be what they're asking. So let's go down here. There's press conference. Don't worry about that one now. Here we go. So in response to your recent inquiry of Manuel Lanzini, we would consider a bid in the region of 6.5. So yeah, so we should be able to get something done there. But just before we go with anything, I will just leave my scout to find out a bit more information on him. See what we can do. I've had another report from Italy. I found 5 players matching your criteria. Update from France for 5 players. So what was this still the central midfield? Let's have a look. View the scouting report. Oh no, okay, yep. So I've added looking for a promising young centre back. So if it's Italy and France, that's fine. We're going to have a look at these. Probably don't quite have time for another game in this video, so I'm just going to look at these centre backs and send some more information to them. So yeah, I went with a defensive-minded and promising young centre back. So there's been a few that have come up here. So let's get him to scout this guy. He's only recently signed, so he might be his first professional contract. So we'll get some more information on him. And on this guy here, Kutzuma, obviously he's well regarded at the moment, so we'll get some more information on him. Ben Nugent, Willie Bowley, Cortez. I'm going to try and avoid going against direct competition because they'll probably want premium money for them. But you know, someone from like Stoke might be more willing to release. So he's got the interceptions, marking and tackle, which is everything you're looking for in a centre back. So let's find out more on him. And so it's best just to find out more of these, on as many as possible. As I've said previously, though, we're not going to be able to sign any of these guys unless we can sell someone, because the money that we're looking on what was I saying? Yeah, the money that we're going to spend on Lanzini, because he has been estimated at 6.5. So we could probably pick him up for maybe 4.5. But still only going to leave us about 1.2 million, which is just not going to be enough unless we sell some players. So just going in here just to have a quick look, just to show you we have settled the players we want to sell. So what I might do actually is add to the transfer list, see if we can sell him, because I don't think we're going to be able to. I could re-sign him, but I just don't think I want to. Looking at the remaining budget we have, it's a lot of money for a player that's not going to be even second choice in his position. I mean, look there, Bakali, who's ahead of him, is being paid much less. So, Jenkinson's on for loan, Icefield, yeah. So transfer listed, all down here. Arteta. So if we can sell Arteta, he does want to go. So that would be good money to bring in, 6.5 million, and would really help us fund our purchase of a new centre back. So one more email here. We've got transfer offer for Riamachi and Chesney. So there we go. Chelsea are asking for 2.6. I'm going to accept that. I know they're a rival. I know we might be able to get a bit more. But the reality is we're not going to be re-signing him. So he will go for a free in 6 months' time. So I'm going to accept that offer. I know some of you might not be happy with me selling Miachi, because he is a good player. I'm still not going to sell Chesney. But I want to go with the other wingers that we have. Okay, so that will be another couple of million that we're going to bring in here. I'm going to leave the video here for now. Next one up is the first match of the semi-final of the Capital One Cup. So a big game for us there. Really want to try and make it to Wembley. I believe the other semi-final was Manchester City and Charlton or Sheffield United. One of those teams, I can't remember which. So you would expect Man City to get through to the final. But obviously, first up, we've got to be able to get past West Ham if we want to get there. We'll continue with the same mentality of using our squad players. If you've got any recommendations for like a young centre-back that you think I should be looking for to bring in to be our centre-back for the future, then do let me know in the comments down below. If there's any other players in addition that you think we should go ahead of a centre-back, obviously let me know as well. Other positions, we've probably only got enough money to sign one more player, and that's obviously dependent on making sales. If you've liked this video, please do like and subscribe, and thanks very much for watching, and until next time, I will catch you later.